Join me for some life updates while I enjoy myself a cup of chamomile tea and a chamomile sheet mask. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I just got back from the gym, did my shower, and going to be getting ready for work in a bit, but I needed a little bit of a detox, relax type of thing before I start getting ready for work. And what better way to do that than to apply a sheet mask after having done some exfoliation. And I will talk about why the exfoliation took place on a work day, because I don't normally do that. But let's go ahead and dive into the masks that I will be using, and then we will talk about teas, because I'm going to give a little insight on the teas that we used to drink when I was growing up and why they gave them to us. So Gen Skin is the one that I'm going to be applying under my eyes, and then I'll come in with another mask that pretty much goes hand in hand with the tea that I will be drinking. And just a second. Why would I not drop this little scoop? So let's go ahead and get the masks. And these are amazing masks. I absolutely enjoy them. And it does come with a safety cap for it. Cap, I think. But this is what they look like. And they are paired up in here. You do have to pull them out and then apply them to your eyes. I am hoping I pull out one. I always tend to pull out two, but I'm supposed to do one by one. And here we are. And they are kind of jelly-like, so they do wiggle and move all over the place. And of course I did pull out two, just like I thought I would. It never fails. I always end up doing this. But I do need a little moisture and hydration, so definitely going to be applying them. And I will come back and fix that one at a time is all I can do. There we go. And pull it. And with these, you do have to be a little careful not to pull too much, because you end up tearing the gel-like material. So let's go ahead and cover these up and get on to the facial mask and then talk about tea. I just thought it was a perfect topic for the perfect time that I'm experiencing, because I am experiencing some really craziness, or a lot of craziness. Can't even speak now. There we go. And those are covered up. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to the mask. And the sheet mask is perfect for the tea that I'm drinking. This is a Hibiscus Tea Time mask. It is by Detox Skin. I absolutely love this mask. It is for moisture, skin toning, and nourishing. And I did exfoliation today because I have been, not on purpose, but I have been neglecting my skin, and I have started seeing the results of that. My skin is letting me know, hey, what's going on? Why are you not taking care of me? And so it's starting to take effect. So I started I did an exfoliation, and what I did that with was with and I didn't bring it with me, I left it in the restroom. What I did is I used the Kate Somerville 2-minute exfoliating. This has a lot of serum. It is dripping everywhere. So this is a hydrating, moisturizing type mask. I absolutely love it. I love how my skin feels afterwards. And if I can take it apart or open it up so that I can then apply it, I'd be good. So let's go ahead and get this on. And it feels amazing. I do need to raise this up a little. It did come down a bit. There we go. But this is a mask that I also put in the fridge. So, which is pretty much all of my sheet masks. They end up in the fridge. So this is like super cold right now, but it is getting warmer out and it feels amazing. But I do wear them even in the winter, straight out of the fridge. And that's just something that I prefer to do. Here we go. And now I do remember this is a struggle mask, but it does feel amazing, so I really don't mind the struggle. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and move on to our little talk. Now let's go ahead and talk about life's curveballs, because that's what I've been getting a lot lately. I have so many things in my lists of to-do things, and I cannot get them done. It seems like one thing after another just keeps popping in and popping in that keeps me from fulfilling the lists that I have. I have so many unbaggings that I need to do from hauls that I've done. I do not go into them, although some of those things are tempting for me to go into and start using, but I don't, because I did purchase them with the intent of bringing them to the channel, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Even if it's something that I need that now, I'm not going to grab it, because my intention was to bring it and show it to you all. Then we have Mask Monday and Wellness Wednesday. I have missed the past 2 weeks, so it has been, like I said, pretty much a struggle these past 2 weeks, week and a half. And so I haven't been doing any of that. Last week I was not able to do my normal meal type thing with my journey, my health journey. So I had to kind of put that on hold, not because I was eating something different, but because I couldn't eat at all. So that was my struggle last week. So I had to restart my program. I had to go through that whole detox type thing again, something I did not want to go through, but I did, and I'm past that little detox portion of it and moving along, just continuing on. I did not lose any pounds, but I did lose several inches. I also did not go to the gym last week, 2 days, because of what was going on. I went this week. Monday was a struggle, and I went again today, and today was much, much better. I was able to do everything that I was supposed to do with the trainer and not feel like I just wanted to go and lay down and forget that this world was spinning. So that is why not a lot of videos have gone up. And I am going to go ahead and start filming today, because I had not filmed since all of that had been happening. This is the start. We're starting fresh. Like I said, exfoliation, or not dehydration, hydration, moisture, things like that, while we talk about tea. So perfect mask, like I said, hibiscus tea time mask. And the reason it's a perfect mask is because I am also drinking a cup of, and I'm hoping I don't spill it, but it's hibiscus tea. And I do the hibiscus tea, I steep it from the flower itself, and I do purchase these at our local grocery store, and I label my stuff Jamaica. Jamaica is Spanish for hibiscus. So these are the flowers, and I'm going to go ahead and take one of the flowers out. They're dry flowers. The flower, the plant itself is gorgeous, and I do have hibiscus growing, but I don't use the flower in there. I still have not gone in to get the information on how to do that. But this is the flower, dried up. I need to learn the process of it, because if I can do that, I'm going to do that. However, my hibiscus plant is still a little too small, so it's not going to give me much to do. But like I said, I'm almost out, so I do need to replenish this next time I go to the grocery store. And there's only one grocery store in town that carries it, so I do have a little bit of a struggle getting it, and I really don't want to go online and start having to do that. So Hopefully they have it again and I can pick it up again. But now let's go ahead and talk about tea. And the tea that I'm going to talk about is tea that I grew up with and the reasons I was given it. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a health professional. I am not a nutritionist. I am nothing to that effect. So I'm not encouraging you to go and drink these teas because there are some benefits to it, but there are some drawbacks to some of them as well. So I'm not letting you know, go out and drink it or vice versa, because that is not, I'm just giving you my experiences of the teas that we drank when we were little and the reasons that they gave them to us. Hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea was one of the teas that we drank, and it not necessarily in a hot tea. Hibiscus tea in Mexico, when we used to visit my grandma, was more of the agua fresca. That's one of the things, and I did mention that when I was doing the Glam Light unboxing. Aguas frescas was pretty much just the fresh water that we did with pretty much anything, fruits, vegetables, hibiscus. So that was a water that they had, and vendors did walk around selling it as well in their little carts, and it was delicious. I have never been one to do a lot of sugars or sweets or anything like that, so I've always liked my teas with no sugar, absolutely no sugar. So I do drink all of my teas no sugar. I just prefer to take in the flavor of the actual tea. And this mask is slipping and sliding pretty much everywhere, but it'll feel good and that'll get us through it. They also used to make popsicles out of hibiscus, and we used to purchase those as well. So we used to get hibiscus popsicles. They did so many things with hibiscus, and the reason they used the hibiscus was because they always said that if we drank hibiscus, we were not going to catch colds, and we were not going to catch anything that was going to set us back, flus, colds, anything like that. And my family also used it for bringing down the blood pressure and calming you down. They used to do that when anything scared us. If there was like a big scare, an accident, anything that they knew that had elevated our blood pressure, they would actually give us the tea to calm us down. And this is not the only calming down tea that they would give us, and I'm going to mention those others as well, but that was also used for it. And for weight loss, I know a lot of my aunts used to walk around with their cup of tea all day long because they were intent on the tea was going to make them lose weight. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it is. I just don't, because I never have used it for that purpose. For me, it's more of a calming, relaxing type of tea. Then we have urinary tract infections, and this tea actually, and my grandmother used to say that all the time, that it would clean out our urinary tract system. So they used it also to cleanse us out because of the Coca-Cola, because we drank a lot of pop. I'm not going to even sugarcoat that one, because soda was one of the things that every meal they would send us to the store, go buy a soda for everyone, and we drank soda with pretty much almost every single one of our meals. That was my only sugar high thing, and it is still to this day, soda is my struggle. But I haven't had it in, it's been a minute, it's been a few months that I have not had a soda, and I really do not crave it anymore, so I'm good there. Then we have cinnamon, and cinnamon is one of those things that I use on a daily, whether it's in coffee or tea. And I haven't had coffee in a bit, but I always put cinnamon in my coffee, and I have been doing that for as far back as I remember. My only drawback to coffee is that I drink coffee with my creamer, which is why I don't drink coffee. I don't, and someone even told me I don't like coffee, and I was like, what do you mean? And they said, you don't like coffee? And I'm like, yes, I do. They said, no, you like the effects the coffee is going to give you. And that was actually my trainer 2 weeks ago. He said that a lot of people do not like the coffee, which is why we enhance it so much with the creamers. because we don't want to taste the coffee itself. We like the benefits of the caffeine, but we don't like the coffee itself. I have been thinking a lot about that, and it quite possibly could be true that I haven't had coffee in such a long time and I don't crave it, that I don't know. But I do add cinnamon to some of my teas though. So that I continue to do. That also helps with cramps. And again, cinnamon was also known to cause miscarriages as well. So they would ask women not to drink cinnamon while they were pregnant. Adding lemon to it, cinnamon and lemon. And we used to just, because my grandma used to always watch our weight. She always watched our weight. And she used to give us lemon. She would squeeze lemon in hot water and give it to us before we even had a glass of water, but after getting up. Then they started adding cinnamon to that lemon. And supposedly that was helping with weight loss as well. So that's another thing that they used for weight loss. Lemon, I know, does have some kind of effect. However, the acidity can also cause some drawbacks, which is why I say if you're going to do any of these teas, do your research first. Make sure that you are not going to damage yourself more than you can, because a lot of herbs and spices and teas and things like that in moderation are okay. However, if in excess, they can cause some damage. Another one that they had for cinnamon was stomach problems. If you had stomach problems, it would calm your stomach enough so that if you were either, and I know a bad, ugly word because I don't like it myself, if you were vomiting, it helped with the vomiting. So that's something that they also gave us. Then we have chamomile, and chamomile is something that I continue to use. I always use. That is a natural calming type of plant. I don't know how it works. I have never done the research on how it works, but it does calm down. They used to give it to the babies, infants, when babies were colicky. So they would give it just for colics. So calm a baby down, soothe them, and it helped with sleep. So calming down and soothing helps you sleep. That was one of the benefits of chamomile. We also used it, and I know I have mentioned it on my channel before as well. We also used it as a spray to either set our makeup or just a spritzer throughout the day to refresh our faces. That is what we did with tea. Those are the top 3 teas that they used to give us. We always knew we were getting one or the other if we had a stomach ache, and we always knew we were getting one or the other if we had cramps. So those were the benefits that we had with those teas. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I am not in any way, shape, or form advising anyone to go on and do anything different with the teas than to enjoy, relax, and have a calming day. That is what I use them for, and I'd hope everyone else would use them for that, but I can't speak for everyone. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this. And of course, these had to slide a little more. I'm going to go ahead and leave these on just a little bit longer because they were not where they were supposed to be. So hopefully they will stay there just a little longer. And that is pretty much all that I have. I hope everyone continues to have an amazing day. I will be hopping off, getting ready for work, so I will be bringing another look with another palette this afternoon. So look out for that. And I will see y'all in the next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay safe, smile always. Bye.